Hello, gamers and entertainers. This is me, Mezawolf, and welcome to a theory. This is something new I've done on the channel. But after watching TADC, I got like so into a theory that I couldn't stop talking. So the video went on for like probably like an hour. Um, but the video cut off at like 40 minutes for the YouTube video. But I didn't want to let that go to waste. So I made it into a whole new video, uh, with minimal cuts and like I don't know. It's just something for people to look at and see if I'm thinking of if I'm like thinking of anything. But just enjoy this theory and yeah. Thanks for watching. Okay, never the matter. That was a crazy fucking episode. I love how I go to a random part in the in the episode and it just brings me to the point where she actually cusses. Okay, but that was a fire fucking episode. I loved it. What do you think, Anger? Yeah, me too. Okay. I love everything about this episode. Honestly, no bad things about this episode. There never are, actually. But the animations got better. Kane is a villain. Like I still said, I think he's a mistreated villain. I think he's still a prisoner. Like he said while he was fighting the others, he was made like that. He's only fulfilling his purpose. But overall, I think it's not even Kane's fault. It's like the company's fault. Or I don't know. Oh, I mean, people do bad things, and then you can forgive them for it. But I don't. And the visuals in this part were insane. I love. This is probably gonna be the fucking like. It's gonna be somewhere in the thumbnail. Like. This part was so fucking cool. I love this. This was awesome when I saw it. And, you know, the thing is, I love this show because it delves a lot on the psychological horror and terror that the characters are going through. Pomni seeing Gummy Goo, I guess, get deleted or poofed, I guess. That was bad for her because that was when she was finally like, I'm not alone and blah blah blah. But yeah. And then honestly, we just got a lot of lore, kinda. Honestly, from what I could take from these images, Pomni doesn't want to be alone, but she seems like she's getting attacked by people she like loves. That's what that's giving. And then this whole thing with Ragatha, this feels like an awkward family gathering, and that feels like it should be her mother, right? Like, I feel like that's her mother. Like, maybe she does, like, she resembles, maybe she doesn't like her mother, and she doesn't want to resemble her. That's why she's, like, terrified of this thing. It looks like Ragatha, it's bigger, so it has to be like her mom in a figuring way, right? I don't think it's like her subconscious or anything, because that doesn't make sense. I mean, she hates on herself, but like with the way the family dinner is all set and everything, it feels like it's more of like a family vibe, and this is like the head of the table, and that would be the mom or the dad, but it feels more appropriate for it to be the mom. So it just feels like she's scared of her mom in some way. And then with Gangle, like her, we've already gone through this before, but her with her like trauma of not knowing when to be happy or sad, or just like not knowing how to please people in a way with her being friendly, I guess, is really tormenting for someone. It's like, it's just like, I hate to see her like this. Because she feels this overwhelming trauma due to Kane, and now she doesn't know what to feel. Like, does she feel happy? Does she feel sad? What is she supposed to feel? And then Zubul with her past what, I don't know what to call it, mishaps, I guess, with her like not wanting to, like how she says in her therapy session with Kane that she hates her body, how she hates this, like how she changes herself. No matter what she changes, it like doesn't work with her like mentally. You know what I think the Amazing Digital Circus could be? I think it's a treaty. Do you think it could be a treaty? Like, maybe they're all here for some, like Squid Games. I'm trying to say, like Squid Games. Like Ragatha, it might be like poor, or they all might like be willing to do something for themselves, and they end up in the digital circus. And the people who got abstracted are either escaping because they failed the test or something, or they don't know how to use their emotions correctly, or they don't know how to mentally work with themselves. So maybe that's why all these traumatizing things are happening to them, because they're trying to make them feel good about themselves. CNA, I mean, like them working with advanced AI for what though? Why would they need to make that? Especially creative AI. What would they need to make with that? And then here we have Jax getting laughed at by Ribbit and Pomni. No one else is like taken up. Just, oh, and here we go, Kaufmo. Oh, these are the 3 people that he actually sees as friends. The only 3 people that he sees as friends, and he thinks that they're laughing at him, which is terrifying, to say the least. I think this represents, I wouldn't say, at first I did say like bullying, like maybe he got bullied as a kid, but I think it's more like a, I don't know how to say it. My thought is saying it, but my mouth won't. It's like he's not getting bullied, but he's getting overwhelmed with losing so many friends, because he's already lost Ribbit and Kaufmo, and now Pomni he feels a deep connection towards, but he can't show that feeling because every time he showed that feeling with like Ribbit or Kaufmo or other friends he's had, probably they always either rip him to pieces or backstab him somehow, is my guessing. Maybe that's it. And with this like visual, it's very like leading to that like theory. Like he just feels so forced. Also, just to say, this whole thing, I hate this so much. This whole like, I hate all this. But you know how he like tries to put it back up? He's like embarrassed. I think another thing is like he's trying to hide his true self. Maybe that's what it is. They're like trying to break him out of his like shell, cause we all like know that people who make jokes are deeply cut deep inside, and maybe that this is a visual representation of it, but in Jax's way, like they're all trying to like see what's wrong with him, know if he's okay, but he puts on this happy guy act, like how they did with Jax's speech in, was it last episode? No, 2 episodes ago, when Pomni and Jax have their little confrontation. They're trying to get to see Jax for who he actually is, but he doesn't like that side of him. He's embarrassed of himself, so he like tries to cover himself up with this good person act. That's what I'm saying. I think all these, like the things that they are, represent them as mental thoughts, is what I'm trying to get at. Like Pomni, I don't know how her jester outfit works with her personality. Maybe in her human form she was like a class clown. Maybe she was I don't know, maybe impressing people for her to feel like she was needed, like how she said before that she does YouTube videos in like spooky abandoned places, like maybe she did that stuff for like recognition. I can't figure out the word, recognizability or whatever the fucking word is, but maybe that's for Pomni. And then for Ragatha, her being a doll means she's a little, not fragile, but she's very tossed around, I'd say. Like how they keep bringing up her getting stabbed, torn apart, blown up, ripped up, like just ripped around a lot. And I think that's like showing how Ragatha in her human form probably is more like a she's more tossed around. She doesn't have this like can do attitude like she tries to do. Like kind of like Jax, they both put on like masks to hide themselves, but deep within they're getting psychologically cut like inside, and she feels like there's some sort of like what's the word, like goal, like she needs to be something, like she feels like she needs to prove herself. And that's what I think, like this face is like the face you'd have if your mother was talking to you and it wasn't good things. Like this is like the face of like disappointed in yourself. So that's what I'm seeing here. Like she's wanting to be whoever this is. Gangle, her being a ribbon like mask person, I don't know what she is exactly, but her being like I don't know, but the main point is her face, how it cracks. We already went over that, is how she doesn't know what to feel and how to feel it to like impress people, and she's just overall she's very like, I'd say introverted. She doesn't know how to express herself. That's with all these like paintings. That's what I'm seeing, because they're like art. They're paintings. And for an artist, if you can't express yourself in your art, it's very confusing on how to see the art for how it is. So that's why she probably dives into art, scared of herself. That's why in this torture chamber, she's very what's the word? Very just not with herself. She's not good at thinking about herself in a good way. So yeah. And then Zubul, we already went over that her body, she doesn't like her body, and her human self is probably like, I don't know, maybe her human form is like disabled in some way and she doesn't like it, maybe, or maybe she doesn't like her body. That's my main point. She feels insecure about her body. That's why her form in this world is a whatever this is. Okay, the only thing with my theory about this though is how like their mental thoughts conjure up their bodies is weird, because when it comes to like people like Kinger, it's confusing, because what the hell is Kinger? He's a chess piece. Maybe he felt like a king in his human form, but kings are weak without their queens, I guess, is the only way I can think of it. Because as we saw in the beginning of this, Kinger and Queenie know each other pretty well, so they were probably lovers. So yeah, maybe that's why he's mentally deranged now, because Kinger can't be without his queen, and his queen got snatched. So yeah, that's the only way I think of it as Kinger, but like his human form doesn't really confide with that. But Jax also, like how I was saying earlier, it's kind of like a mask, I guess, but more of like a full bodysuit, I guess, for him. It's just him putting over this cool guy act, but deep within he's very shy, and like you see that he's like he doesn't want to be seen as this like, I'd say like Play-Doh-y guy. Like he doesn't want to be seen like this, which he's like shy, and it's weird. Yeah. Okay, but like look at this form. This form's fucking awesome. I need to see those people who do like the versus battles. I need to see them like animate this. Like this is such a cool form. I love it. See, but like even Kane's feeling tormented. That's what I'm like. I don't know if the digital circus is like what is it? It's not been classified as anything really. Like for people to be in, I mean. Like people could be having health issues and they put them into this, or it could be a prison, or it could be an experiment. No one really knows. And there's been a couple, I'm gonna say like maybe 100, maybe under 100 testers in this whole circus. So I don't know. Maybe it's like an Amanda the Adventurer thing, I guess, no, because they're prisoners. They don't feel like prisoners. I don't. Hold on. What is all this? Wacky lockdown? Wacky time lockout. 20% loaded. King or circus system. On what grounds are your authority? Grain grounds. Whoa. When did you make that? I must hand it to you. Gone? Your mind was always resourceful. Wait, it's a chat. This is a chat. KSKSSSK. This is Kinger. Who's S? It doesn't have a name. S. It's a chat. Hold on. It couldn't be like a bot, right? I must hand it to you. This is his name. This is Kinger's name. Gone? Glan? It's G something AN, I think. Your mind was always resourceful. S, you Kinger, security sweep. He's like trying to talk to him, but Kinger won't talk to him. Abort fallback procedure. Y. Aborting fallback, administration confirmation. Please enter code. It feels like it's like someone's talking to him, but it's like weird. It's still talking like an AI. Kingo, Circus, admin, incorrect. That's not even close to wacky enough. Retry with different code. Y. 40% loaded. Enter wacky code now. Fuck. Wrong code. It's just the same thing, I think. Crap. Shouldn't do this with my mouse. I just wanted to fulfill my purpose. Can we see anything else? This is 50%. Which backup do you want? C. Abort, rollback, depth, protocol. Okay, Destructive, wacky time. Okay, nothing looks. I don't know. Maybe something in the before the big screen pops up. Here we go. Proceeding with original. Blah blah blah. Confused. Nothing looks that wrong. It doesn't look like something's talking to me. Are you sure you want to delete Kane? Okay, so that's why it says. So he did accidentally delete him by hitting Y. Okay. So there wasn't much there except for the part where it was talking about Kinger being resourceful. His mind being resourceful.
Wait.
I love their faces.
I think I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Okay, honestly, I was just like deep diving there for a quick sec. But the most I can get out of this episode is Pomni can create stuff out of pretty much anything, I guess. She's like one of the only ones that I've seen besides Kinger that can control, like, make stuff like how Kinger said, because she made the door. That's a cool way how the door's brought up again, though. Can't wait for the edits on that. We saw the traumatic moments. Kane loses his shit. The bubble virus is real. It's a virus. Wait a minute. Was Bubble also deleted? Or was it just Kane? Bubble's still there. Unless that's just one of the bubbles in the circus. Doesn't look like it, though. Was Bubble even there when he was crashing out? Doesn't look like it. Holy shit. Wait, what? Hold on. We got a little bit more right here. I think. Kane was made in 1996. This was made in 1996. Scratch was made in 1999. And then Ragatha was in 2000. Wacky Wash 1996. It's like a inventory date, I guess. Bubble Chef? It doesn't look like anything else. Bubble's not there.
Just don't listen.
Nope, Bubble's right there.
Don't listen.
No, that's not Bubble. It's just a Bubble. Okay, I don't know if Bubble is actually there or not. But, because I don't know if the Bubble virus was deleted too or just Kane. Okay, this recording has gone on for a while because I was deep diving into this episode a bit. I haven't done this in any other video, but whatever. I overall liked it. You know I do, because I stood here for like another 30 minutes just looking at all these clips and making theories. If you heard any of the theories, and tell me your thoughts. Do you think this is like a mental facility, I guess I'd say, and like it's trying to help them overcome their achievements or overcome their, like, I don't know what you call them, I don't know, just like do you think it's like a mental place where the users are trying to figure out who they are? I guess that's what I think it is. And I don't know, because I don't think it's a prison. It feels way too close to the heart, or like too mental, like mentally jarring, I guess, for it to be a prison. Unless it's like a prison for your mind. That's the only thing I could think of. I just thought of something that's kind of stupid. Crap, I didn't think of that. Whatever. Yeah, that's all for today's episode. I enjoyed it. And I will immediately get to editing this, so that way you guys can see it probably like Monday, or Sunday. I don't know when I'll post this. Probably as soon as I can. But thank you all for watching. I enjoyed this episode so much, and I cannot wait for the next one, I guess. I still don't know. I thought this was the last episode, but that was such a cliffhanger. It can't be, unless there's another season. But that doesn't make sense, because how do you make a whole another 8 episodes out of this? There's like not much left to uncover unless there's like another episode. There has to be episode 9. Thanks for watching that theory, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope this didn't make your mind very bamboozled on what the hell I was talking about, but hope some of that made sense to you. Tell me what you think about my theory. Bye! Stay silly.